Hi everyone, this is Sean Daly for dailyvo.com and the Global Voice Acting Academy. I'm currently in sunny Hawaii right now, visiting my girlfriend, and unfortunately, even in paradise, you still have work to do. So I've actually been getting a couple of jobs and auditions in my inbox this week, but luckily I brought some of my recording gear with me, so I thought I'd use this opportunity to show you how to make the notorious closet booth. So this is great if you're just starting out and you don't have a dedicated recording space and you're trying to work out your acoustics and stuff like that. Or it could also be a good temporary booth for when you're traveling. So I've already got it assembled right now. So what we're going to do is kind of deconstruct it and look at the different factors that you need to consider when traveling and setting up your closet booth. So without further ado, here we go. So here we are. The infamous closet booth. Certainly not much to look at, but as you can see, it can be pretty effective. So right now we just have some blankets covering the outside of the closet. I'm going to go ahead and move those back out of the way so you can see the true magic. Okay, so there we go. My closet booth setup. So as you can see, I have as many pillows in there stuffed behind that mic as physically possible. And the reason, as you might guess, is to really cut out on the echoes. So if you're traveling and you have a closet, they really make ideal recording spaces, but you have to make sure that all of the flat surfaces, the hard surfaces are covered, either with clothing. You can see that I've kind of moved the clothing as additional baffling there. And I've pretty much stolen all of the pillows from the house to make this sort of improvised acoustic filter. And as you were noticing behind me, we had all of those towels and blankets, which would serve as additional acoustic treatment for handling any echoes that might bounce off the walls, get behind you, and then get back to your mic. So it's really important when you're assembling these that you get the area immediately around the mic as well as the area behind you. And that should help to reduce any additional reflections. And you can even improvise it further by just throwing a blanket over your head. But I'm sure you're wondering what these guys are. So this thing right here is just a little smartphone holder. You can find them for about $5. I got this one in Japan, but you can find them from Amazon, and I know some stores are carrying them more often. Anything's fine. I like it because it's really flexible and can move into all sorts of spaces, and it's got a nice big clamp on there. And then this guy is actually my favorite portable microphone stand. It is called the, let's see if I can get that out of the way. It is called the Stage Ninja Scorpion. And then if you look right here, we have what's called a quick lock connector from OnStage stands. So this just allows you to easily remove your microphone from the stand without having to screw it off and wasting time that way. And then here we have my shock mount from Rycote. If you're traveling with a shotgun mic, you don't necessarily need a really nice shock mount. You could probably use the clip that came with your mic. I just like that added bit of protection from bumps or thumps if I accidentally hit the microphone stand. And then you can see we have a pop filter. This guy is from the Hook Studios. It's the Octo something. I can't remember the name right now. I'm sorry. But just look for the Hook Studios shotgun pop filter and you should be able to find it. And then underneath it, we have my pride and joy, my 416. So I personally recommend shotgun microphones for this because, as you may or may not know, they have a narrow pickup pattern, and so they can be less receptive to ambient noise or reflections in a given space. Now, if you can't afford the $1,000 Sennheiser, don't worry. I understand that's kind of cost prohibitive, but there are a lot more affordable models from the likes of Audio-Technica. They have the AT875R or the AT897. I know a couple of people who have used those and have been very satisfied with them. And then and they top out at about $150 to $300. And then there's also the Rode or NTG series. The NTG2 and the NTG3 are often compared favorably to the 416. And then moving along, you can see I have a very long, about 15 feet long XLR cable. Highly recommend that because then it can keep my noisy computer fan at bay. And then you can see my my software of choice, Twisted Wave. and that's actually a file that we'll listen to in a second of this closet boost setup. And then right here, we have my audio interface, and this is the Audient ID4. It's their smallest, most compact interface yet. It's only one channel. It's about $200, but I was able to get mine from Sweetwater as a demo unit. That means one that they use at trade shows or things like that, and then repackage. But they make sure it's fully operational before they sell it. So I was able to save about $30 going that route, and I highly recommend it. This one's my ultimate favorite, either beginner, primary audio interface, or travel interface, just because it's got amazing sounding preamps. It's gorgeously designed, really well thought, well built design, and I absolutely love it. And certainly, it's a nice upgrade from some of the more cost-effective units like the Focusrite or the Steinberg units. But if that's all you can afford, those are definitely usable as well. You might have also heard about the super portable and compact Centrance MicPort Pro or Shure X2U. These are super small units that are that are even more portable. I would caution against them though, because they are a bit older tech. They're encroaching on a decade now, and some people have reported reliability issues. They work well until they don't, and frankly, I want something that's more reliable than that. And they also don't have, they can't quite go to the same audio sample rates as some of the newer units. And then finally, I just got some nice studio headphones to use, or for monitoring, because especially in untested environments, you really want to get a good sense of the sound that you're producing. And then one last thing that I want to point out is my equipment case. Now, I love this thing. This is from American company SKB. It's their I series, and this is listed as a 6-mic carrying case, but as you can see, it's got these sort of velcroed panels that you can adjust to carry whatever you need. So I have my 416 stuff in here, my pop filter, my shock mount, and some extra mounts. And here we got a bit of a, let's see, that's a USB hub for whenever I need additional USB things. And then the Audient ID4 goes right there. And it works so well that I honestly just pack this up and put it in my suitcase. I don't even do carry-on anymore. I don't even have to worry if my equipment gets damaged or not, because it's shock-proof and waterproof. Just a really solid investment if you plan to do a lot of traveling while you work. So there you have it, your closet booth. And I'm sure you're all very curious about how it sounds, so without further ado, let's hear that. Okay, we are now recording using the Sennheiser 416 in the Audient ID4 in this sort of improvised closet booth. It's not too uncomfortable. I think it sounds pretty good. Luckily, it's not too hot in here today. So without further ado, your possible travel booth or backup booth or primary booth setup. All right, and there we go, your closet booth setup. So like I said before, this could be a great option for when you're traveling and you've got some emergency jobs or auditions that come in, or it might be your first booth if you're at the beginning of your career and you can't really dedicate a space or a permanent space in your home to doing that. So I was quite impressed with how it sounded. I think, like, if you listen really closely, you can hear the occasional stray reflection or ambient noise from outside. But like for a small job or an audition, I think it's more than acceptable. I'm Sean Daly for dailyvo.com and the Global Voice Acting Academy. I hope you found this informative, and I hope you have a great summer season filled with happy travels. Take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye.